Right now, a former school resource officer for the Sun Prairie School District, now an investigator for the Division of Criminal Investigation, is in jail accused of child sexual assault.
Plus, police in Madison search for a pair who they say robbed a gas station. How you can help authorities find them.
And wildfires in Hawaii continue to burn on the island of Maui, sending residents fleeing the homes, some right into the ocean. That's all coming up right now at 10. A former student resource officer for the Sun Prairie School District is in jail, accused of sexually assaulting a Sun Prairie high school student a few years ago.
The former SRO is now a top state law enforcement officer for the Division of Criminal Investigation. Armand Rahman is live in downtown Madison tonight outside the Risser Justice Center, and he has more on what we know about Lamont Crockett. Armand?
Eric and Charlotte, I'm here outside the Department of Justice. They tell us tonight Crockett is placed on leave and is not allowed to enter this building where he served as Medicaid investigator. Now, the Madison Police Department says that the alleged incident occurred right here in Madison. The Sun Prairie Police Department listed Lamont Crockett as a new hire in 2015, touting his extensive volunteer activities in organizations like Big Brothers Big Sisters, Safe Walk, and as a tutor at Patrick Marsh Middle School. In a Facebook post from the Sun Prairie Police Department, he's seen interacting with kids at a community-run event. And here he is reading in a video posted by the Sun Prairie School District.
Hi, I'm Officer Crockett, one of the school resource officers that you have for the district. It's a pleasure to be reading for you.
According to a Facebook post from 2018, Sun Prairie Police promoted Crockett to school liaison officer, covering both the high school and Prairie Phoenix Academy. In 2020, he ran a Kickstarter campaign raising almost $8,000 to start Bus Stop Burger, a community burger joint run out of a school bus. Again, Madison police say the sexual assault incident allegedly happened several years ago in Madison. The victim was a high school student from Sun Prairie, while Crockett was a resource officer there. Now, according to the Director of Communications for the DOJ, Crockett was originally hired in March of 2021 and transferred to the Department of Criminal Investigation as a special agent investigating Medicaid just last February. For now, live in downtown Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. A reminder to download the new and improved Channel 3000 mobile app. And when you do, make sure you turn on your push notifications so you can catch up on developing stories like this one right from the convenience of your phone.
New tonight, we've learned a Madison woman who has evaded capture for nearly 4 months over a fatal hit and run is wanted on a warrant for a separate hit and run. In the spring, authorities identified Tiambra Walker as the driver behind the wheel of a crash on Schrader Road, which killed Stephen Fleck and his dog. That crash happened in mid-February, but it was April when authorities identified and charged her. However, they don't know where she is. The latest warrant stems from a hit and run last year. Her jail sentence was stayed, and instead, a number of conditions were implemented. But she violated those conditions by allegedly not attending a victim impact panel. Police say the case remains an active investigation, and they're still looking for her.
Also new at 10, police need your help identifying a pair of men who they say robbed a convenience store at a Madison gas station last Tuesday. MPD says the duo robbed a gas station near the intersection of Todd Drive and the West Beltline frontage road on Madison's south side. One of those suspects was seen on surveillance video brandishing a gun during the robbery. Police haven't said what was taken from the store or what the value was of what was stolen. Anyone with information asked to call Crime Stoppers. The number 608-266-6014.
August in southern Wisconsin can be hot and humid. As of late, though, it's been nice and comfortable.
Let's just start to think about the end of the week and the weekend. Some wet weather may be in play. Meteorologist Alex Harrington with the details in his First Warn forecast. Alex?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, a little bit of wet weather out there tonight, but most places are going to stay dry tonight. And then we're going to be looking at wet weather chances towards Friday. And with that wet weather, we could be looking at severe weather, too. Again, Doppler track showing a couple showers up towards Columbia County, out towards Watertown, but those are fizzling as we move through the area. Now, as we plan the rest of your night going into your Thursday, those storms are fizzling out as we look further into your Thursday. Low to mid-60s, partly cloudy skies. Again, really can't be beat. A gorgeous start to your day. A gorgeous August Thursday with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Clouds start to increase, though, later on your Thursday. And look at this. By about this time tomorrow night, going into the wee hours of your Friday, look at that. That paint of yellow and red and green out towards the west, out towards the Viroqua, Prairie du Chien area, according to one weather model, as we go into the wee hours of your Friday. And those morning storms are going to make all the difference in our forecast, or at least they could. As we go into your Friday, slight risk of severe weather via our friends at the Storm Prediction Center. When I come back in Maine weather, we're going to fast forward to Friday and break down what could make or break the severe weather chance.
With 2 weeks until the first presidential debate of the 2024 election in Milwaukee, voters want to know who will take the stage. The Republican National Committee coordinating the debate released a handful of criteria on who can join. First, you have to have earned at least 1% of 3 different polls. Next, you need at least 40,000 different donors, not just a few mega donors. Director Charles Franklin of the Marquette Law School poll says these criteria can be a bit of a balancing act for potential debaters.
For the party, the problem is to treat all the candidates relatively equitably, but not look illegitimate because you kept too many people off the stage, even if that risks having so many people on the debate stage that the debate is barely manageable.
The former vice president met the qualifications to enter the debate earlier this week, making 8 total qualified debaters. Some other Republican candidates are still looking to hit those numbers. A 21-year-old man who authorities say shot at an officer while fleeing from capture in Marshall is now facing an attempted homicide charge. Court documents are also shining a light into how he was arrested.
Officers say Jeremy Wills tried to steal from a liquor store while armed, and they say he fled the store on an electric scooter, but had to later pass the store in order to get home. An officer spotted him. Wills then ditched that scooter, took off running, at one point turned around and allegedly fired a shot in the direction of officers. One officer involved says Wills was roughly 5 feet away when he fired. Fortunately, no one was hit. He was arrested. When interviewed by officers, Wills told them that he, quote, made a dumb decision. In addition to the attempted homicide charge, he's now charged with retail theft, battery, and resisting or obstructing an officer. A hearing for a teenage boy charged with homicide in the 2022 killing of 10-year-old Lily Peters in Chippewa Falls has now concluded.
A judge will decide in the months to come if the 15-year-old charged will be tried as an adult. Prosecution and defense took part in 3 days of hearings to determine whether the boy should go to juvenile detention or an adult correctional facility if he's convicted. Prosecutors allege he strangled Peters before raping her. Today's hearing focused on if the 15-year-old suspect could alter his behavior after therapeutic services, which are available in juvenile detention, but not at an adult facility. A decision is anticipated by January. We're seeing more and more images of devastation coming out from Hawaii. Wildfires engulfing the western edge of the island of Maui. At least 6 people have died from these fires and several remain unaccounted for. These fires have been brought on by heavy winds of Hurricane Dora, which is churning hundreds of miles away in the Pacific Ocean. Many homes, businesses, and structures have burned to the ground, most of those in the historic town of Lahaina. The infernos have also knocked out cell service, leaving an island home to more than 100,000 people without a way to call for help.
It's just so hard. I'm currently up country, and just knowing that I can't get a hold of any of my family members. I still don't know where my little brother is. I don't know where my stepdad is. Everyone I know in Lahaina, their homes have been burned down.
The fires are so catastrophic. Some people have hurled themselves into the ocean to escape the fire. Officials say it'll be impossible to estimate the extent of damage until all fires are out.
A former NFL player who pleaded guilty to a pair of charges after a fatal DUI crash will go to prison for at least 3 years and no more than 10. Henry Ruggs struck and killed Tina Tintor and her dog while she was waiting in her car at a Las Vegas stoplight back in November of 2021. Ruggs played for the Raiders at the time, was driving faster than 150 miles an hour in his Corvette when he crashed into Tintor's car from behind. Now, authorities say his blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit.
Over the past 21 months, I've searched within to find the answers to explain my selfish behavior on that day. I have no excuse and pray that accepting responsibility in my guilty plea can allow me to begin the healing process.
Ruggs was a first-round draft pick in 2020, played at the University of Alabama, won a national title back in 2017. He'll be eligible for parole after 3 years.
FBI agents shot and killed a Utah man who they say made threats to kill President Biden ahead of his visit to the state. Special agents were attempting to serve warrants against the suspect, Craig Robertson, in Provo this morning. The shooting happened during the arrest attempt. Court documents allege Robertson posted threats against Biden's life on Facebook. The FBI isn't sharing much other details about the shooting, but a neighbor of the suspect shares what she heard this morning.
At around maybe like a little before 6, there was a big boom, and then there was another one, and another one, and another one. And I thought that their house was on fire because there was smoke.
Robertson was facing 3 federal charges for those threats, and as recent as Monday night wrote on Facebook, quote, "Hey FBI, you still monitoring my social media?" End quote. Authorities say he had posted dozens of violence messages and photos of weapons on 2 separate Facebook accounts. More local stories just ahead after the break.
The state of Wisconsin set to receive nearly $1 million in a settlement with Diddy and Milling, but these allegations aren't directly related to the deadly explosion from 6 years ago. We'll explain what they're for just ahead.
You're watching News 3 now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Intuitive sit to start and the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4. Get up to 56% off list at our huge 56th anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. Plus, enter to win a free car. It doesn't get any better than this. Amazing deals on living rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. Oh, did we mention totally free shipping with no minimum? Up to 56% off list. 56th anniversary sale. And someone's walking away with a free car at Slumberland Furniture. It's a big deal.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or treat your pet with Dental Brush dog treats for $11.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
At Lawton Cates, justice means helping with your medical bills, standing up to the insurance company, and demanding compensation for lost time at work. And there's never a fee until we deliver results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Loa Footwear, a name synonymous with premium outdoor footwear for 80-plus years. Our patented mono-wrap construction wraps the foot in a lightweight yet firmly supportive frame. We use a softer polyurethane in our midsoles that provides better shock absorption and ultimate comfort underfoot. Plus, our patented Gore-Tex liner is more durable and creates a smoother fit, thus less potential for blisters or discomfort.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dan and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Visit your local dealer today to learn more about our Carefree Coverage Suite, standard on all 2023 Volkswagen models.
It's Picture Day with Abbott Elementary's Tyler James Williams.
My mother loves a photo. She's at the TV taking a photo.
And there's your photo.
Plus, give it up for Kristen Cavallari.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 now at 10.
Topping tonight's Health Watch, the number of people dying or being disabled from heart problems caused by air pollution has jumped since 1990. Researchers took a closer look at particle matter pollution, a particularly deadly form of pollution where tiny particles in the air can get stuck in your lungs or go into your bloodstream. The scientists say they analyzed global research gathered in 2019 and discovered a steep increase in mortality and disability cases caused by 2 heart diseases linked to particle matter pollution. The number of cases jumped 31% worldwide between 1990 and 2019. The total number of premature deaths and years of heart disease-related disability increased nearly 1 million in that decade. The state of Wisconsin announces a large air pollution settlement today. The company at the center of it is no stranger to controversy. Diddy & Milling will have to pay almost $1 million for violating air pollution control permits at their facilities in Columbia County.
But they're also still wrapped up in other legal battles, both related to a deadly explosion at one of those facilities. Braden Ross joins us to break this all down. Braden.
Yeah, so today's settlement isn't directly related to that explosion in Columbia County that killed 5 people in 2017, although the company is also facing federal charges for that. But Attorney General Josh Kaul says the violations laid out in his lawsuit were enough on their own for him to take action.
Where we get involved at the Department of Justice is in some of the most egregious violation cases.
$940,000. That's how much Diddy & Milling now owes the state of Wisconsin.
There were 31 alleged violations, and so we believe that a significant penalty was appropriate, and that's what this proposed settlement contains.
Attorney General Josh Kaul filed a lawsuit against the company last year, alleging they violated air pollution control permits at their milling and ethanol producing facilities in Columbia County.
The bottom line is that these are violations relating to protection of clean air and violation of environmental laws that are in place to protect our air. That's what this company is being held accountable for.
The settlement marks an end to just one of the 3 state or federal actions Diddy faces right now. The other 2 related to a 2017 explosion at one of their Columbia County corn mills that killed 5 people. In the aftermath of that blast, OSHA stuck Diddy with $1.8 million in fines. But the company appealed that decision, and now more than 6 years later, they still haven't paid up. The company and several high-ranking officials were also indicted on federal charges related to that blast for alleged negligence that contributed to the explosion and attempts to cover up the unsafe conditions at the mill. The trial in that case is set to start in October. Now, Diddy responded to the settlement in a statement saying in part, quote, "While we may not agree on the details of the allegations, the company has agreed to a resolution in the spirit of moving forward."
Slumping sales for Disney means a price hike is coming to Disney Plus subscribers. The company is planning significant price raises for its streaming service. Starting October 12th, the monthly cost for the ad-free version of Disney Plus will go from $10.99 to $13.99. That announcement comes as Disney also reported revenue struggles in its third quarter. Disney Plus has lost subscribers in the U.S. and Canada. It remains unprofitable, though it has managed to add subscribers overseas. Subscription rates for Hulu, which Disney owns the majority of, are also increasing by $3 per month. Well, summer isn't over yet, but the folks at Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park are already thinking about next summer.
That's right. The park today announcing a new record-breaking attraction to debut in time for the 2024 season. So check it out. This is the Rise of Icarus. It stands 145 feet tall. Based off the artist's rendering, it's a slide that'll circle around a tower complex. You can also see a few smaller slides starting near the bottom of the base. Now, currently, the tallest water slide in the U.S. is 142 feet. That's at DreamWorks Water Park inside the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. So this clears that by a mere 3 feet. Don't measure incorrectly, Jen and ladies. Direct construction set to start just after Labor Day when the season closes. Meteorologist Alex Harrington. We're not ready to start thinking about closing water parks yet, are we?
Not yet. No.
We should keep those open in October. Just warm that pool up.
Yeah.
The water gets warmer in the summertime. It's probably good till October on most days.
Right.
It's been really nice lately. Not the typical humid August yet.
Yeah, very gorgeous for this time of year. Temperatures in the 80s, lows in the 60s can't be beat, but we are going to warm things up a little bit towards Friday and a little bit more humidity. And you know what that means? Severe weather chances. Okay. So we'll talk about that because there's some fizzling factors to talk about that could make or break that severe weather forecast. No severe weather right now on Doppler track. Just a couple lone showers that, well, they are fizzling up towards Partyville, north towards Beaver Dam. Not expecting much in the way of shower activity tonight. Should be generally a quiet night, maybe a pop-up here or there, but most places will stay dry. So those few shower chances, but we're really now turning our attention on the first warn weather team to Friday as we eye up the possibility of severe weather, and I'll break down what goes into that severe weather forecast. Good news is, I'm the perpetual optimist, nice temperatures, as we were saying before, just a little bit warmer on Friday, and you need that heat and that humidity to bring that storm chance. I have shown this graphic before. Conditional forecasting. What does that mean? The first warm weather team will be looking at weather ingredients for Friday, and if 1 or 2 of those ingredients are missing, that could make or break that severe weather chance. Morning clouds and storms. That's one of those ingredients. And Friday's cold front, prime example of this forecast. It can get pretty complicated. As we go into Friday, though, as we break this down here, make it a little bit more straightforward, slight risk of severe weather for much of southern Wisconsin, but what we'll be watching is the morning storms. So what happens if we get morning storms? Usually those storms are in the weaker variety in the morning. They can decrease later storm day chances if those storms just kind of linger about into the late morning and early afternoon hours. But they can make for boundaries that we watch for more storms to pop up in the afternoon if we can get the heat. That heat allows the atmosphere to warm up, prime, and that could be the factor that allows those severe thunderstorms to kick off later in the day. Again, some of those storms could be on the rough end of things. I said I'd fast forward here earlier in first weather. This is Friday morning. Look at this line of thunderstorms moving in to southwestern Wisconsin, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Here's that critical time. I've stopped it here right around noon, early afternoon. You need a couple of hours for that heat and humidity to build up. And if this weather model comes true, it could be doing that. Look at that over southwestern Wisconsin, middle to upper 80s. The humidity really builds up, and look at that. Couple storms firing as we head towards 5, 6 o'clock, and then they sweep across southern Wisconsin. So definitely tune in tomorrow night. As we head towards Friday, we'll be watching that potential for the severe weather. Good news is if you're a farmer, gardener, you want the water chances, well, we've got that in the forecast. We'll keep those chances above normal. I like my viewer photos here. Thanks, Peggy, from Blue Mound, sending us this pretty photo here this morning of that foggy conditions. You can send us those photos, first warn at WISC-TV.com. And after we get through this possible severe storm chance on Friday, pretty nice weekend, maybe another chance of storms on Sunday. So that on and off rain chance, and as I was saying to Eric and Charlotte, pretty good temperatures for this time of year. Zach?
Coming up in sports, Sarah Franklin is back on the court with a huge smile on her face. What it meant to her to return to volleyball after 2 months away from the game. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
Special report. Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology!
There was a chance that Sarah Franklin's volleyball career was over. Wisconsin's leader in kills from a season ago was sidelined for 2 months after having surgery due to blood clots. But Tuesday, she was cleared and returned to the court just in time to partake in UW's two-a-days as they get ready for the season. And to be back playing the sport she loves, well, let's just say Franklin cannot stop smiling.
We weren't even sure a couple months ago whether she'd be playing again. You know, that's coming from the doctors. But she looks great. She's moving great. A lot of confidence from her.
When I had my appointment right when practice was, I was like, okay, like this is gonna be it. Like all good thoughts, all positive thoughts. And as soon as she told me, I screamed in the room. I was like, oh my gosh. It's so much fun playing with these girls. I couldn't imagine any other way. So I'm just very, very excited to be back.
When it comes to the Doak Walker Award, Wisconsin running backs own it. The Badgers have won the award 5 times. That's tied with Texas for the most all time. It's given to the nation's best running back, and the Badger backfield has had its share. And this year is no different. Both Braylon Allen and Ches Malusi have been named to its preseason watch list. The Packers were in Cincinnati for a joint practice with the Bengals this afternoon, and that's good for the team. Jordan Love gets to throw against somebody other than his own defense, and it helps that Cincy's secondary was one of the best units in the NFL last season. So Matt LaFleur's game plan for something like this? Challenge his QB and hope he gets all the mistakes out during the joint practice.
Not treating him like we got kids' gloves on either. I mean, we're going to make it challenging for Jordan. Certainly, I think you go into a game with a little different mindset in terms of trying to just be really efficient and put them in the best situations possible. I want to challenge our guys to see, where we're at.
Series finale between the Brewers and Rockies, and like yesterday, this one went to extra innings, but Andrew Monasterio played hero. Well, thanks to a bad throw to first base. The error scores the game-winning run. Brewers walk it off to win the game and the series 7-6 in 10 innings. And the race for the Northwoods League playoffs got a little tighter for the Mallards after tonight. They fell to the Rafters to drop their lead to 1 game in the standings with 3 to play. Same 2 teams will play tomorrow night. We're back after this.
The 70th annual Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Fest is August 16th through the 20th at Angel Park. 5 days of events, live music, and loads of fresh local corn. There's fun for the whole family. Book your stay in Sun Prairie and save with the Corn Fest discount.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious! We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th?
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival returns for its 70th year. Enjoy over 80 tons of mouth-watering sweet corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, August 19th and the 20th. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for the full schedule and hotel discounts.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Come on! You got it, buddy! Oh my God!
A Utah woman's encounter with a critter on a giant slide has gone viral. The screams you're hearing are from Sage. She was riding the Alpine slide at Park City Resort when she encountered. You saw it. That's a badger on the track.
No.
Over there. Yeah, you don't want to mess with badgers. Hilarity, though, would ensue. And as she's screaming her head off, she's yelling for the badger to get off the slide. Badgers tend to be a tad stubborn. It eventually does get off the slide. That whole incident, as you see, it was captured on video. It's turned into a TikTok that has now been viewed hundreds of thousands of times.
Get off,
so
buddy!
far. You do not want to tangle with a badger.
No kidding. I remember walking in the pasture once, and one of the badgers tore out and took after me, and they are fast. Very fast. And I ran about as fast as I have ever done in my entire life.
There's a TikTok video I'd love to see.
Yeah. Well, hey, weather forecast. We do have a chance of severe weather on Friday. I was breaking down earlier. If we get storms on Friday morning, that could limit the severe weather threat. First Warn Weather Team will be watching those storms every move, because if we don't get the storms in the morning, that allows the heat to build up, brings those storm chances to the prime time, which would be early evening.
All right.
Alex, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.